Hello everybody, welcome and welcome back. Today we're going to be playing on the best of one standard ranked ladder with a Grixis Dragons deck featuring Breach the Multiverse. So just going over this really quick, starting at the bottom of the curve we have all of our removal spells with Cut Down, Go for the Throat, Invasion of Tarkir, and Blood Tithe Harvesters. Invasion of Tarkir on the back is of course a dragon, which fits with our mostly tribal theme of the deck. We have Revaz of the Claw to help us power out our dragons, and in case we discard them to the Fable, we can cast them out of the graveyard still. He has Menace, so he can sometimes get in with combat if you're not using him to power out your dragons. Fable of the Mirror Breaker is of course in the deck because we need card selection, and the ramping from the Goblin Shaman is invaluable here. Sheoldred of the Apocalypse is a game ender. Moonveil Regent is here for additional card draws whenever we cast spells, and when it dies it deals damage, so it's a really good Fable copying target. Atsushi the Blazing Sky is a dragon that gives us extra cards when it dies, or allows us to get extra treasures to ramp out into our huge threats. And next up we have Hidetsugu and Kairi from the newest set, 5/4 flying for 2 blue, blue, and black, legendary Ogre Demon Dragon. When it enters the battlefield, draw 3 cards and then put 2 on the top of your library from your hand, and when it dies, exile the top card of your library. Target opponent loses life equal to its mana value. If it's an instant or sorcery, you can cast it without paying its mana cost. The dream here is of course to hit Breach the Multiverse. Each player mills 10. For each player, choose a creature or planeswalker, put those cards onto the field under your control, then each creature you control becomes a Phyrexian in addition to its other types. And the dream past that is to hit another Capricious Hellraiser, which enters the battlefield, exiles 3 cards at random from your graveyard. If you can hit another Breach the Multiverse, you can rinse and repeat, and opponent's probably just going to scoop on that because that's a bit ridiculous. The core of the deck is just Rakdos, and the blue is only here for Hidetsugu and Kairi, so the mana base reflects that. We're running 4 Xander's Lounge, 4 Springs, 4 Haunted Ridges, 4 Cliffs, only 3 Stormcarved Coast and Underground Rivers, and then our trio of spell lands. All in all, this deck is super cool, and I had a ton of fun playing it on the ladder. If you guys are excited to see it in action, make sure to drop a like, leave a comment, and make sure you're subscribed if you aren't already, as I'd really appreciate it. With all that said, let's hop onto the ladder and see how it does. Alrighty, game 1. This hand looks keepable, let's try it out. Let's start it off with our Haunted Ridge, and we'll say go. Opponent's gonna play a Deathcap Glade. Let's go with the River and the Harvester. We'll make our blood token and pass. Also, opponent's looking like a liar already. With a name like Naya for life, and you're running Obzon? Interesting. We'll crack in for 3, and we'll play our Fable that we luckily drew off the top there. The opponent's going to play an Annex Sentry and exile the Harvester. Hard choice. I think it's got to be one of the Go for the Throats and the Hellraiser. We're pretty far away from casting the Hellraiser. Actually, we're not too far from casting the Hellraiser. These Go for the Throats aren't really doing much, and I want to keep this land just in case I don't draw another. So let's just discard a Go for the Throat. Let's attack, and I accidentally played that Blackleaf Cliffs even though I drew an Underground River. A little unfortunate, but we're just going to use our treasure and cast Sheoldred here. Bloated Contaminator from the opponents, and they pass. Our Fable flips, and we draw Hidetsugu and Kairi. Let's play our land. And, I mean, we're just gonna play the dragon here. Our Ogre Demon Dragon. Get a good draw 3, and we will put 2 back on top. Should be these 2. And the first card in the order will become the top card. So we'll put Go for the Throat on top. Let's crack in for 4. And we'll pass. Necrogen Communion. Okay. Oh goodness. Opponent's just kind of going all in with that. But we have lethal. GG's. Nice. Alrighty. Game 2. Hand looks alright. Let's keep it. Let's play our Sulphurous Springs. We can hold open the cut down just in case our opponent's playing aggro. Doesn't look like it. Let's go with our Lounge and pass. Reckoner Bankbuster from the opponent. Let's play our Fable. Opponent plays a land and a Lily.
Home, and I don't appreciate it when people touch my thing. Off you go.
Let's discard one of these lands, and I think probably the cut down. And we draw another land and another cut down. Let's get our dragon on the field, and we'll pass. Sorin the Mirthless from opponents. They're gonna make a vampire and plus. Let's discard our springs and back to us. Fable flips. And at Sushi's legendary, so Sakanzan costs 3 to channel. Let's cut down the vampire. Channel. And send those at Lily. That is Sorin.
Whatever. Luck favors the foolish after all.
And back to them. Grixis command, gonna clear the board. And so what is in the graveyard? We have cut downs, fables, or cut downs and a fable. I think we just exiled the top 2 and try and get some extra cards. Breach the Multiverse. Okay. Let's play our Invasion of Tarkir. Submit 0. Don't want to let them know about our Hellraiser. And we'll pass. The opponent's going to play an Obliterator. And say go. Let's go for the Throat. We got 8 cards in the graveyard. Honestly, I think channeling the Takenuma isn't bad here. It'll fill up the graveyard enough to reduce the cost of the Hellraiser, and we will be able to get back probably the Atsushi. Let's pass here. The opponent's going to draw. Back to them. Invoke Despair. Ouch. Opponent reloads the hand, plays another land, and passes. So we either get Sheoldred or Atsushi. I think we probably go for Atsushi. Opponents, playing mono black, they have a lot of removal. Atsushi at least gets us some value when he dies. Let's play another land, and we'll go with our Hellraiser. Ooh, we hit the Fable. That's perfect. Let's make our Shaman and pass. That was really lucky. Invoke Despair. Shaman. And the Fable go down. And they're gonna March of Wretched Sorrows. Okay. So we're getting really close to breach the multiverse territory. Let's play Atsushi. We'll pass, and if they kill it, we make treasures and we cast it. And yep, there's a corrupt. Let's make 3 treasures. And breach the multiverse. Obliterator, Sorin, Lily. Let's go with Sorin, right? Or do we just go with the Obliterator? Obliterator lets us flip that really easily. Sorin is card advantage and creatures. I think we need card advantage and creatures against them. And from our graveyard, let's go with another Hellraiser.
Under my reach, neither vampire nor human go extinct.
I guess we will do the cut down. No targets. Let's make a vampire, and we'll pass.
You can deal with my servant. I'm busy.
The opponent's gonna hop in the Buster and attack the Sorin. We'll block with the vampire. And invoke Despair. Okay. Let's see what we draw off the top. See if it'll help us out with the Moonveil Regent. The opponent's going to cast a Graveyard Trespasser and hit one of the Hellraisers. Moonveil Regent, and we still have 4 lands to play Sheoldred. Not bad. Unfortunately, the trigger is going to happen before Sheoldred goes on the field, but we will of course draw, and we hit another breach. That's really good. Hopefully we can hit another untapped land. The opponent's going to crew up the Buster and jam in. So what do they have? Because that's a really weird attack. think we just block like that. If they have like a Life of Toshiro Umezawa, they won't be able to give -1 to Sheoldred. And let's deal 2 damage to the invasion. Malicious Malfunction. Okay, that's not bad. Definitely didn't think about that card. And it's a tapped land. Well, I guess we play the land and we hope they don't play a Liliana of the Veil here. Opponent hits 2 more creatures. And what all do we have in the bin still? Okay, we've at least got some stuff. Let's play the Breach. Let's get... what's in our graveyard first? We hit triple Hitotsugu and Kyrie's. So I think we'll grab Sheoldred and H&K. I think we'll put these 2 on top. We'll gain 6 and pass. An opponent concedes. GG's. This deck is sick. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.